Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to come on here today and do kind of a requested video, I guess I would call it. It's more of somebody asked me a question on one of my other videos, and it really made me think and inspired me to put this video together. The question that was asked of me is, now that I have Chanel in my collection, how do I feel about Tory Burch, and specifically Tory Burch Fleming Collection bags? How do I feel about them as kind of a less expensive replacement for a Chanel flat bag? Do I feel like the quality is similar? Do I think that the construction is similar in terms of the quality of how it's constructed? Will it last? How it holds its value, etc. So I wanted to come in here today and do a little video for you guys about that topic. So I want to start off by showing you a few of my different Chanel and Tory Burch bags, and kind of talking about the leather quality and the construction quality in particular. So the first thing I want to show you is my Tory Burch Fleming bag, and this is my Tory Burch medium convertible shoulder bag from the Fleming Collection. Their Fleming bags are 100% lambskin leather, and this is in the color Norwood, which is coming off a little dark here. It's a little bit brighter in person, but you can see it has a similar vibe to it as a Chanel bag. It's clearly a flat bag. It would probably be most comparable to a Chanel single flap, maybe I would guess in the medium large size. You can see it has the puffy quilting here with the diamond pattern. On the back side, you have an outside pocket, which you're not really gonna get on a Chanel flat bag. I mean, I know it has an outside pocket, has that teeny tiny little pocket. This is an actual functional pocket that goes all the way down the side of the bag. You can easily put any size smartphone in here. So I will say that gives like a little bit of a bonus point to the Tory Burch Fleming bags, especially in this medium large size. You can fit a lot in that back pocket, and it does have a magnetic closure. So it's not just a slip pocket. There's this little bit of extra security here. And you have the Tory Burch logo here imprinted in the leather on the top. So that is how it is branded. Rather than having the Chanel CC hardware, you have the branding in the leather, and then you don't have the continuation of the quilting on the flap. It is smooth leather, and then you get this super cool tassel with it, which is detachable, so you can use it on other bags, which I think is awesome. The construction of how the chain strap is attached is also different. They've used kind of this raised grommet here to thread the chain through, so you can use it as a crossbody or as a doubled strap shoulder bag, which is nice to have the versatility there. And then on the inside, you can see the lambskin continues on the flap, but then ends on the interior. The interior is fabric. So that saves a little bit of weight, but it also takes a little bit away from the quality of the bag. If you get a Chanel flat bag, it's gonna have that leather interior, which is so nice to have and really shows the quality of the bag. But this is a good shot here for you to see like all of this beautiful quilting. And I will say that the leather quality of these is beyond excellent. They smell incredible. They're incredibly soft. This one I have used to death, and it still looks fabulous. I started getting a little bit of scuffing on the corners here, just conditioned it and really camouflaged it very well. And I don't know if it'll come across in the lighting here, but you can see the scratches there. So it's lambskin. Lambskin is gonna scratch. That's just how lambskin is from any brand. The beauty of lambskin is you can condition it and kind of camouflage those scratches pretty easily. So I'm gonna show you next my Chanel Mini, which is the closest I have to really a traditional flap bag, because I don't have a double flap or anything like that. So let's look at the quilting here. You can see it's slightly less complicated. It's just a simple stitch detail, and it continues on the top, and then that's the amazing thing. The attention to detail. The quilting matches up perfectly along the flap. So you can see how it continues from top to bottom. The back, here is this back pocket. Once again, it's there. You could probably put a credit card in it or something like that if you're in a hurry, but it's not functional in terms of putting a phone in. And I don't think even on a larger size bag, a phone would fit. So just something to keep in mind. And then you can see the quilting is flat on the sides, and then the branding here is with the hardware, and that's kind of the most traditional way that Chanel brands their bags, is with the CC turn lock. Of course, you'll see sometimes In the not classic styles, they'll have some branding on the leather, but if you're talking about classic flat bags, you're gonna get it on the turn lock here. So this opens up, you can see more leather inside, and then like I mentioned before, the entire interior is leather, which is just phenomenal. And the strap, the way it's attached, is attached with grommets that go through the bag to the inside. And with a larger flat bag, you're gonna get 4 grommets. So you can double it or wear it crossbody just like you can the Tory Burch. It's just the strap is attached in a different manner. So let's look at these two side by side so you can get an idea of the difference in terms of the quilting and how it looks. The Tory Burch definitely is more ornate. You can see the kind of double stitch borders in between each of the quilts. And the Chanel's quilting is actually a little bit simpler, but it goes pretty much all over the bag where you see the Tory Burch stops at the top here. I have one more bag I want to show you from Chanel, and this is my vintage piece that is the smooth lambskin. So I can compare it more directly to the Tory Burch. You can see here the incredible sheen that it has. Once again, you have the branding here on the logo, and then this strap is attached even in a more different way with just this leather binding on the inside, so you can't really double it up. You're stuck with the chain link. And you can see, once again, the full leather interior that Chanel bags will have, which is something that Tory Burch just won't, at least in the Fleming style. So let me compare this one with the Tory Burch for you so you can see the difference, lambskin versus lambskin. The Chanel's, the lambskin and their caviar both have more of a sheen to it than the Tory Burch. The Tory Burch is a little bit more subdued shine. So it really just depends on what you're going for. Some people really, really like this high sheen that Chanel has. And some people don't want a bag that's that shiny and flashy. They want something a little more subdued. So I think they both have their pros and cons. Let me also pull out here my Tory Burch Fleming wallet. Okay, so this is also from the Fleming line. So it is lambskin and it is black. So let's take a look here side by side. Once again, you can see that big difference in the sheen that the Chanel has. And the last thing I want to pull out here is something different. So this is also from the Tory Burch Fleming line, but this is from their Geo collection in the Fleming line. And it is also lambskin, but it clearly has this really geometric quilting on it with some other colors intertwined. And the thing that I want to show you here is just try to show you the leather texture a little bit. It doesn't, like you can tell already, it doesn't have that same sheen that the Chanel has. It's more dull, like my Norwood piece. And then here's this fabric interior that you're gonna find. So all in all, what do I think? You know, I'm kind of on the fence. I think the Tory Burch Fleming bags are beautiful. I definitely think they're well made. You're not gonna find pop stitches, you're not gonna find crookedness, you're not gonna find any of that on a Tory Burch Fleming bag. It really is perfection. It smells phenomenal, the leather quality is amazing. Just something about carrying a Chanel bag is magical, and it's this feeling that I can't describe to you, and it's just, maybe it's the sheen of the leather, or maybe it's the CC turn lock. I don't know what it is. It really makes you feel special. And I'm not just saying that because I'm selling out and it's the brand name and I'm just attracted to it because it's Chanel and that's what the brand is. I really think they're well made, and I think they hold their value so well. I'm not saying that Tory Burch does not. Tory Burch Fleming bags hold their value really well, especially if you can get one on the resale market and use it for a while and you could get bored of it. You could probably sell it for what you paid. But Chanel's special in that it tends to go up in value. You could hold on to this and use it and maybe sell it for more than you bought it for in a few years. It's really an investment bag versus a bag that you can probably use for free for a while, which is also kind of awesome. So that's my thoughts. I like them both, honestly. If If I'm going out somewhere special and it's like my anniversary or a super special occasion, I would probably carry Chanel. If I'm going out for a girls' night and I want to look really nice, I would probably carry my Tory Burch for maybe a slightly less special occasion. This is like my go-to wedding bag. I love carrying this at weddings. I think it's just like so appropriate for the wedding setting. So I think everybody should have one of each in their collection and use them for different occasions. But not everybody can afford a Chanel bag, and I certainly understand that. And if you can't, go get yourself a Tory Burch Fleming bag. You will not be disappointed. And don't go pay full price either. Go on eBay or Poshmark and find one new with tags or in really excellent condition where the value has come down some because somebody bought it at a boutique and never used it or whatever. And use it for a few years and sell it for what you bought it for. And you basically get a free bag for a couple of years if you treat it right, condition it, make sure you're fairly careful with it. I mean, it's not a terrible investment either. And honestly, I think they're really well made and high quality. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'm always interested to hear what you guys think about these topics. How do you feel, Chanel versus Tory Burch? Does Chanel have that special magic something for you, or do you think Tory Burch is where it's at? I want to know below what you think. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, I hope that you will join me here on my channel. It is free. You just click the subscribe button below, and if you want to know when I upload videos, you click the little bell next to it, and you will get notifications in your YouTube app or on your computer. And if you love handbags, you've seen just a small little taste of my obsession here today. You can clearly see behind me, I love all different kinds of designers. So if you love handbags, I know you'll love my channel. You should definitely subscribe and join me for my future videos. All right, I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.